Okay, let's dive right into this. You know those totally flawless fitness transformation videos online? The ones where you watch them and think, yeah, right, there is absolutely no way that's real life? Well, I thought the exact same thing. So for this explainer, I decided to become the test subject. I took the most scientifically grounded, beginner-friendly workout protocols from our sources and fully committed to training at home for 30 days. No gym memberships, no expensive equipment, just me, my living room floor, and a desperate need to see if a real, achievable fitness transformation is actually possible at home. This is the honest, vlog-style breakdown of exactly what happens to your body and your mind when you finally commit.
If you're anything like me, your day one expectations are just sky high. You picture perfectly executed, super sweaty workouts driven by sheer, unbreakable willpower. But here's the authentic truth we found in the data and that I experienced firsthand. Day 30 reality looks entirely different. It includes missed days, moments of absolute zero motivation, and dogs literally getting in the way of your push-ups. I'm skipping the highlight reel today because the actual secret to getting fit without a gym isn't perfection, it's consistency and smart routine design.
Because the research shows us a really profound truth. Finishing is about design, not willpower. The people who actually complete these 30-day challenges do not possess some kind of superhuman discipline. Instead, they just make the challenge realistic. They set up an environment where succeeding is literally easier than failing. If you rely purely on motivation, you will inevitably crash. Sustainable always beats heroic.
So let's talk about week one, getting started, and honestly, the total shock of a new routine.
That initial excitement is definitely there, but suddenly your daily schedule is completely thrown off. You have to carve out time you didn't think you had, and your body's wondering why you're suddenly moving so much. But your day one baseline routine, pulled directly from our calisthenics sources, makes it so incredibly easy. 5 jumping jacks, 5 bicycle crunches, a 5-second plank, 5 modified push-ups, 5 squats. I mean, it sounds almost too simple, right? But that is the entire point. For beginners, the goal is to make the starting point so achievable that you have zero excuses not to do it. You're just trying to groove the habit.
And honestly, that is the true home workout vibe. All you really need is the floor, maybe a mat if you have one, and a tiny bit of space. You absolutely don't need a heavy, intimidating gym environment. You don't need resistance bands or pull-up bars right out of the gate. Your own body weight is more than enough resistance to start building a foundational baseline of strength.
During that first week, I want you to keep this one fundamental rule in mind. 15 to 20 minutes a day completely beats an ambitious hour that you're just going to skip anyway. Picking a realistic, short time frame is exactly what gets you past those super fragile first few days without burning out. It's about logging the time, not torturing yourself.
Which brings us to week 2, building the habit, or as it's sometimes called, the trough of sorrow.
By this point, the novelty has completely worn off, and delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS, has officially moved in. So what exactly happens when your motivation just completely dies by day 8? Because trust me, it will. You'll wake up, you'll be sore, you'll be tired, and your brain is going to give you 100 perfectly logical reasons to just go back to bed. This is the critical juncture where most people quit, and where we need concrete strategies to push through.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how these source-backed steps prove the environment design absolutely beats sheer discipline. You have to schedule the workout like it's a non-negotiable doctor's appointment. Clear your floor space the night before. Put on your sports clothes, even if you're just staying in your bedroom, to psychologically signal that it's training time. And silence your phone to kill those home distractions. Make the default action the workout itself. But hey, I want to be totally transparent with you here. During my 30 days, I missed a day. Life happens, you know? And our sources emphasize a crucial mindset shift for this exact moment. Miss a day, don't quit, just continue. Missing a day isn't failure. The only real failure is using one missed day as an excuse to completely abandon the entire 30-day journey. Give yourself a little grace and just hit restart.
Moving right along to week 3, seeing real progress and looking beyond the bathroom scale.
This week is the breakthrough moment where your energy levels actually start to rise. But beware, there is a massive trap here. If you step on the scale in week 3, you might actually be heavier. Why? It's a biological reality called exercise-induced muscle glycogen and water storage. As you begin strength training, your muscles micro-tear. To repair themselves, your body holds on to extra water. This can temporarily show up as weight gain. During these first few weeks, the scale is essentially a liar. So whatever you do, don't let it frustrate you.
So the crucial point is how you're actually measuring success. Tracking true progress means taking waist measurements, or noticing that your jeans are fitting just a little bit looser in the thighs. It's seeing physical changes in your progress photos. It's even feeling your resting heart rate drop or realizing you're climbing a flight of stairs without losing your breath. These are the non-scale victories that prove your body is actively transforming on a cellular level.
You'll also feel it in your strength, progressing your form from a basic plank to a really advanced hold, for example. Tracking your strength, like feeling a modified push-up get noticeably easier or finally upgrading to a tougher variation, provides this massive psychological boost. Your nervous system is adapting, and your muscles are genuinely getting stronger.
I do have to inject a quick reality check here, though. While working out is amazing, you absolutely cannot out-exercise poor nutrition. Our sources on clean eating remind us that dialing in your diet, cutting out heavy processed foods and those refined sugars, is what actually amplifies these physical changes. It drops the bloating and it fuels your energy for the actual workouts. Nutrition and fitness are definitely a package deal.
All right, here we go. Week 4, the transformation push. It's time for ramping up the intensity.
At this point, your mindset has officially shifted from just trying to survive to actually pushing your limits. And when you're training with just your body weight, you need a slightly different strategy for muscle growth than when you're lifting heavy weights at a gym. According to the science, 30 to 40 is the magic rep range per set you need to aim for to reach near failure. Pushing your muscles this close to fatigue with lighter resistance is how you ensure maximum muscle hypertrophy, or growth, right there in your living room.
And this brilliantly illustrates the compounding power of daily effort. Remember our day 1 baseline, 5 reps per exercise? Well, by day 30, following the progressive overload protocol, which just means gradually forcing your muscles to work harder than they're used to, you are hitting 27 reps per exercise. That is an undeniable, massive contrast. In just 4 weeks, your muscular endurance and strength have quite literally multiplied.
Which brings us to the final reveal and lessons learned. Let's talk about the real prize at the finish line.
So what is that real prize? Let's take a step back and see how this builds across the entire emotional and physical arc. We started at a super humble 5-rep baseline. We battled those harsh motivation dips in week 2, but we built the habits anyway. By week 3, the clothes started to fit better and that inner energy really spiked. And by day 30, we reached those high rep ranges because consistency simply won the day. The ultimate takeaway I discovered from immersing myself in these routines is that the 30 days, they aren't the actual goal. It's really just an arbitrary time frame. The real prize is the habit and the incredible momentum you build. True transformation isn't about some extreme, totally unsustainable makeover. It is about fundamentally becoming someone who shows up for themselves, consistently, every single day.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. You've seen the science, you've seen the realistic struggles, and you've got the very simple roadmap to building a daily 15-minute home workout habit. The floor is literally right there. What will your day 1 look like?